How is a purchase of a large asset deducted? Large Large asset purchases often benefit a company over a long period of time. They're not just something that you're going to use and then get rid of. And because of this, large assets that the company purchases are required to be capitalized. Capitalization means that instead of the purchase being put on your profit and loss as an expense, when you buy an item like a computer or a piece of equipment, it needs to go in your balance sheet first as a company asset. And once it's on your balance sheet, you're able to recognize depreciation of that expense over the life of the asset. So if you buy a computer, computers these days last for like 3, maybe 5 years. So that computer should be deducted between 3 and 5 years, whatever you choose is more appropriate for your business. So every month or every year, however you want to make the entry, you'll adjust your books to reduce the asset balance on your balance sheet. And the other side of that reduction is that depreciation expense, which shows up on your profit and loss, is recognized. So instead of showing a $4,000 MacBook purchase in the month that you purchased it, which would make your overhead expenses look crazy and throw off your calculations and your budget significantly, you'll instead recognize $66.67 of that purchase every month for the next 60 months, which is 5 years. And I got there by dividing 4,000 by 5 years, and then once I have my annual depreciation, I could divide that by 12 to figure out my monthly depreciation. Once you set up the first journal entry, you'll just tell your bookkeeping system to make the same entry for the next 60 months. You'll get the benefit of that expense on your books over the next 60 months. And that's treated the same way as a car purchase or a large piece of equipment, or even if you purchase another business. The assets included in the business purchase are often not allowed to be expensed immediately. They need to be capitalized and then depreciated over the asset's life. The other thing to keep in mind is that this is mostly for budgeting and financial statement presentation purposes, that you don't want to expense such a large piece of equipment as soon as you purchase it. However, there is a beneficial section of the IRS code, Section 179, that allows business owners, like yourself, as long as the asset is under $1 million and the business is showing a profit for the year, you're able to deduct the entire asset purchase in the year that you purchase it. So Section 179 depreciation allows you to accelerate the depreciation so that in reality, that $4,000 purchase shows up as a business. So in reality, that $4,000 business purchase shows up as a business deduction to reduce your taxable income in the year that it was purchased. Even though for financial statement purposes, you might not be recognizing that expense all at once, for tax return purposes, know that you can use that entire purchase to reduce your taxable income in the year that the purchase was made, assuming the business has a profit. If the Section 179 depreciation drives your profit to break even or a loss, you won't be allowed to take that Section 179 depreciation in the year that you purchased it. You'll either have to depreciate it over the life of the asset or wait until next year when you show a profit to take that 179 deduction. So this is really important to remember because there's two sides to this. There's the tax side and there's the financial reporting side, which drives all your calculations, your decisions, and your budget. If you found this video helpful, we're real accountants and CPAs who work with hundreds of small business owners just like you every day. Check us out at engagecpas.com to see if we're a good fit for your business. We also have business courses available to help small business owners understand their business. They're for you to learn about your financials, your taxes, how to pick the right entity, tax myths, and everything else about your business. Learn at your own pace. Check those courses out on the Education tab on our website. You can also find us on Instagram at Engage CPAs.